Have you ever felt like you're playing a role in a script you didn't write? That your life, with all its challenges and frustrations, is something that is happening to you rather than for you? This feeling of being a passenger, subject to the whims of circumstance, is the default human experience. But what if I told you that this entire experience is based on a fundamental misidentification? What if the key to shifting from being a character in the play to the author of the play is hidden in the two most common words you speak every single day? Those words are, I am. These two words are not merely a statement of existence. They are the most powerful creative force in the universe. They are the intersection point where ancient spiritual wisdom and the bleeding edge of quantum physics meet. The profound truth is that what you place after the words, I am, defines the reality you experience, the body you inhabit, and the world you perceive. Most of us use this divine power unconsciously, shackling it to our limitations. I am tired. I am struggling. I am not good enough. You are taking the infinite power that creates worlds and programming it with a limitation. Today, we are going to change that. We are going to explore how understanding and embodying the pure, unadulterated power of I am unlocks what can be called the divine state, a state of awareness where you no longer function as a separate, fragile individual, but as the infinite consciousness from which all of creation emerges. This is not about becoming something you are not. It is about remembering what you have always been. The solution to breaking free from the prison of circumstance is to recognize your true identity. The divine state is not something you achieve through effort, struggle, or worthiness. It is a state you access through recognition. The recognition that when you say I am, it is not your personality, your body, or your life story that is speaking. It is the singular, universal consciousness, the source of all that is, speaking through you, as you. This is the ultimate secret hidden in plain sight across every major wisdom tradition on earth. When Moses stood before the burning bush and asked for the name of the divine, the answer was not a name, but a statement of being. I am that I am. This is the declaration of pure, unconditioned awareness. It is the source code of reality. In the language of quantum physics, this is the observer effect on a cosmic scale. The double-slit experiment famously proved that particles of matter exist in a state of pure potential, a wave of all possibilities, until they are observed. The act of observation, the act of consciousness focusing, is what collapses that wave of potential into a single, concrete experience. When you say, I am this or I am that, you are the observer. You are collapsing the infinite potential of the I am into a limited, specific particle of reality. You are telling the quantum field what to become for you. The problem is, we've been trained to identify with the particle, the limited outcome, instead of the wave, the infinite field of potential. The divine state is the recognition that you are the wave, you are the field of I am, and everything else is just a temporary pattern you are creating within yourself. So, why is this so hard to grasp? If we are this infinite consciousness, why do we feel so limited, so separate? The barrier is the deeply conditioned ego, the identity you believe yourself to be. This identity is a construct, a collection of memories, beliefs, and emotional traumas stored in your subconscious mind. Neuroscience tells us that the subconscious mind governs up to 95% of our daily behavior, thoughts, and feelings. It is an incredibly powerful biological computer, but it's running old software. It's running the program that says, I am John. I am a product of my past. I am defined by my failures. I am separate from everyone else. Every time you attach a limiting belief to the sacred statement I am, you are reinforcing this outdated program. You are instructing your subconscious to filter reality through that lens, to find evidence to prove that limitation is true, and to generate emotions and behaviors that align with it. This is why willpower so often fails. You cannot override a deeply ingrained subconscious program with conscious effort alone. The ego will fight to maintain its sense of a separate self, because its very survival depends on it. To enter the divine state, you must be willing to let go of who you think you are, to see the personality not as your true self, but as a temporary vehicle that the I Am is using to experience this reality. The goal is not to destroy the ego, but to stop identifying with it. You are the awareness behind the ego, not the ego itself. The first practical step to make this radical shift is not to do more, but to do less. It's the practice of subtraction. It is the art of resting in the pure awareness of I Am. I want you to try this right now. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Take a deep breath. Now, simply become aware of the awareness that is present. Notice the feeling of being. Not being something, just being. This silent, still presence that is aware of your thoughts, your body, and the sounds around you. That is the I Am. It has no name, no history, no problems. It is just pure, peaceful, potent awareness. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to hold on to it. Simply rest as it. When you do this, you are shifting your energetic frequency. In quantum mechanics, everything has a frequency. Fear, anger, and guilt have very low, dense frequencies. Love, joy, and peace have high, light frequencies. The state of pure I Am awareness is the frequency of the quantum field itself, the frequency of infinite potential. It is a state of perfect coherence and resonance. When you align your own state of being with this frequency, you begin to resonate with the field of all possibilities. This is the science behind manifestation. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. By becoming the frequency of pure, unconditioned potential, you allow reality to organize itself around you in ways that your limited ego could never orchestrate. This isn't about thinking positive thoughts. It's about becoming a vibrational match to the source of all creation. The more you practice resting as the I Am, the more you disidentify from the limited ego, and the more your reality will begin to reflect your true, infinite nature. This principle is the golden thread running through all perennial wisdom. When Jesus said, "I and the Father are one," he was not making a claim of exclusive divinity for his person. He was revealing a universal truth. The I Am in him, the Christ consciousness, is the same I Am, the same source consciousness that is in you. It is the Father, the universal source, experiencing itself through a human lens. Similarly, the great Vedic mantra, Tattvamasi, translates to "You are that." The individual consciousness, or Atman, is identical to the ultimate reality, Brahman. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. And you might already be feeling the truth of this. Have you had moments where the boundary between you and the world seems to dissolve? Moments of spontaneous knowing, where an answer or insight appears from nowhere. Have you experienced impossible synchronicities, where the universe seems to conspire to bring you exactly what you need? These are not accidents. These are glimpses of your true nature. They are signs that your consciousness is preparing to recognize itself. They are invitations from the I Am to remember who you are. This remembrance goes all the way down to your cells. The science of epigenetics has shown that your perception of the environment, your beliefs and emotions, directly alters the expression of your genes. When you live in a state of stress, identifying with "I am stressed," you are sending chemical signals of emergency to every cell in your body, activating genes associated with disease and survival. When you rest in the coherent, peaceful state of I Am, you are sending signals of safety, wholeness, and vitality, activating genes associated with healing, regeneration, and thriving. You are literally reprogramming your biology by shifting your identity from a limited person to infinite presence. So how do you bring this profound realization into the messiness of everyday life? This is not about retreating to a cave to meditate all day. It's about bringing the awareness of I Am into every moment. When you are stuck in traffic, instead of identifying with the frustration, can you feel the silent, still I Am that is aware of the frustration? The awareness itself is not frustrated. It is pure peace. When you're having a difficult conversation, can you speak from that deeper place of presence rather than the reactive personality? This is about making the I am your new center of gravity. You learn to live from this state, not just visit it during meditation. It becomes the foundation of your experience. And now, I invite you to make this real. Right now, as you are listening to my voice, can you feel the silent awareness in which these words are appearing? That awareness is not in your head. It has no location. It is the spacious presence that is hearing, seeing, and feeling. That is the real you. That is the I am. I want you to pause this video for just 30 seconds. Close your eyes and just be that awareness. Feel its stillness, its silence, its inherent peace. When you're done, come back and let me know in the comments what you experienced. You don't need to write a long paragraph. Just type I am to anchor this recognition in your being and to declare to yourself and the universe that you are ready to remember. Go ahead, do it now. Now, a crucial question arises. If we are this divine infinite consciousness, why do we experience so much pain, hardship, and suffering? This is perhaps the most important reframe you can make. Your hardships are not a punishment. They are a preparation. They are a sacred process of ego death. Every challenge, every loss, every heartbreak is meticulously designed to dissolve your attachment to a limited identity. When you lose a job, your identity as a professional is shattered. When a relationship ends, your identity as a partner dissolves. When you face a health crisis, your identity with a healthy body is threatened. Life systematically dismantles everything you think you are, everything you cling to in the world of form, so that you are forced to find the one thing that can never be taken away. The formless, eternal awareness of I am. Suffering is the divine chisel, chipping away at the marble of the false self to reveal the masterpiece of your true nature that lies within. It is a fire that burns away everything that is not you, leaving only the pure gold of consciousness. As you begin to stabilize in this understanding, your old mind, your ego, will inevitably fight back. It will flood you with doubt. It will say, "This is just a nice idea, but my problems are real. Nothing is changing. I still feel fear." This is a critical moment. Your job is not to argue with the doubt or try to force yourself to believe. Your job is to simply notice the doubt from the perspective of the I am. The silent awareness is aware of the thoughts of doubt. Therefore, you are not the doubt. You are not the doubter. You are the space in which the doubt appears and disappears. By witnessing the doubt from this deeper ground of being, you rob it of its power. You stop identifying with it. You remain as the unshakable witness, the silent I am, and the storms of the mind simply pass through the vast sky of your awareness without leaving a trace. This is the path to unshakable peace and true inner freedom. So, let's bring this all together. You are not a limited human being struggling to have a spiritual experience. You are the one, universal, spiritual consciousness having a temporary human experience. The two words I am are not just a label. They are your direct connection to your source, your true identity as the creator of worlds. Everything you attach to these two words becomes a direct command to the quantum field, a potent instruction to your subconscious mind, and a biological signal to your very cells. For your entire life, you have likely been using this infinite creative power to reinforce your own limitations. The invitation now is to stop. The invitation is to let the words I am stand alone, pure and undefined. To rest in that silent, spacious awareness is to align yourself with the field of infinite potential. This is the great shift from being a creation of your circumstances to being the creator of your experience. It's not about forcing reality to bend to your will. It is about recognizing yourself as the very substance of reality itself. When you know yourself as the formless I am, the world of form begins to respond to your state of being, not to your frantic efforts. Synchronicities accelerate, inspiration flows, solutions appear. This is your birthright. It is the truth of who you are. Your journey of remembrance does not end with this video. It is just beginning. I invite you to declare your commitment to this path by subscribing to our channel. Every piece of content here is created with deep love and the sole intention of supporting you in remembering your true, magnificent self. As your very next step, click the video you see on the screen now. It will give you a powerful technique to apply this I am principle to dissolve a core limiting belief in just a few minutes. You are not the person you have been told you are. You are the power that animates all things. You are. I am.